Slacking.
So this is called talk about dressing for the part. We know who's the one speaking tonight, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, just let me know when we're live on Facebook, and
we are. It just went live, so we are good to go, man.
Sweet. All right, guys, welcome, and I am. You guys are gonna love this because I'm gonna turn this over to Jerry. We're so excited, though. I'm gonna tell you, I'm out here in Cabo. Jerry's out in New York. We got Paul in Florida, so we got all the coasts representing. We're actually out here for a big traffic conference, but I'm gonna turn it over to Jerry. You guys are super excited. For those of you who are here for the first time, you're going to be very excited with the content we're about to share with you. And I'm going to turn it over to Jerry, and he's going to tell us all about it. So take it away, Jerry.
All right, Alex. Thank you, man. I appreciate you checking in from Cabo. And everybody, welcome. Welcome to all of our members, especially welcome to all of our guests invited here by, one of our valuable members. So today it's a product webinar. We're super excited how to use Facebook ads to drive traffic and scale any type of business. So let's get right to it. What's exciting again is, first off, guys, before we dive right into that, let me just tell you a little bit about our company. We are a digital licensed products business, and you have the ability to certainly make as high as 100% commissions with our franchise-like business model. That, of course, is called 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. That is who is sponsoring our event today. So, of course, yes, we are going to definitely kick it off and share with you one of our featured products. And that is with the guess who? The Internet Marketing Nerd. And of course, guys, you know what? Nerds are in bigger and bigger than ever.
Yes.
And, nerds are sexy. Thank God for us.
Yes.
Isn't it amazing? Guys, I got to tell you this. I'm a little bit biased because I spent a couple of hours earlier today with this gentleman. And his name is Paul Gettner, and please welcome with me. First off, he just comes from an abundance lifestyle. He loves to be able to give back to people, and I saw that just today, early this morning. So with that said, you guys can see his little bio here. I'm going to go word for word quickly for you. Now, he's one of the most sought after Facebook experts, and he manages campaigns for top marketers. This YouTube sensation. Have you ever heard of Tai Lopez? Or, of course, the motivational speaker, Les Brown. He takes care of those guys, okay? All their Facebook campaigns. His company is recognized as the top 1% ad spenders of Facebook in the entire world. Are you kidding me? And this is who we have today.
Is that all 2 billion users, Jerry? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, 2 billion.
Only 2 billion. That's all. Thank you.
His company is recognized in the Guinness Book of World Records for an internet marketers campaign. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I'm going to be the next one in the Guinness Book of World Records. So, yes.
No joke. Jerry, I only got in for bubble soccer. I wish I could have gotten that for internet.
He's also been diversifying, guys. He gets hired by some of the biggest political acts, if you will, some of these big politicians. They call him because he's the go-to guy. And lastly, his company is recognized as the #1 advertising company using AdRoll. Now, AdRoll, you don't need to know exactly what that is. Just trust me when I tell you. It's a retargeting campaign that absolutely just accelerates your Facebook marketing. And AdRoll recognizes his company as #1 because of the revenue that's being spent. So all of that, I'm here to tell you that we got the best. We absolutely have the best. I'm going to actually just sit back. So I'm going to take notes. I got my notebook here, and I just want to toss it over to good old Paul. Paul, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Hey, Jerry, it's my honor. Really is awesome stuff, man. You guys rock. I appreciate what you are doing. And wow, it's been a pleasure connecting with you. And you know what I say about nerds? Nerds today are your bosses tomorrow. So I have no shame in being a nerd. Yeah, again, thanks for having me here. Thanks for all those kind accolades. Sometimes when people start introducing me, I'm like, is that me? And I realize, wow, yeah, it is me. It's a huge blessing. Hey, Jerry, I got a cool idea. How about we have everybody, we're going to do a little experiment here just to show the people on this webinar the power of Facebook marketing. And what we're going to do is I want them to go to your Facebook page. So go to your Facebook page, maybe post that in the link in the chat there. And while you're doing that, before I share my screen, I'm going to go and I'm going to start right now live on this webinar. I'm going to start a campaign on your Facebook page, and we're going to grow it live. I'm going to start.
Wow.
So are you kidding me?
You mean on this call?
On this call, yeah, right now live. I just click the on button, and you are going to have real targeted followers, people that are interested in entrepreneur opportunities, people that are going to engage your content, people that we have set up an ad specifically to follow your page, and we're doing it live right now. So let's see how that goes.
Damn, right? Am I in the right place?
You are in the right place.
So this is my business fan page, of course, and I sent the link to everybody in the group there. So if you guys check it, you can see right now I have 1,592 likes.
Type that in there so we can keep track of it.
Got it.
1,592. And give me one more second here, and I'm going to have that. Again, I'm doing this live right here. I'm starting these campaigns live right now as we speak. So it's really, once you know how to do this, it's pretty cool stuff.
That's awesome. Wow. I'm definitely, this is going to be great. I mean, to see something live within the next, 45 minutes?
45 minutes. We're going to have followers start to follow your page, and they're going to start to send you inbox messages. They're going to start to do that live right now. So I'm
going to post this on our Facebook Live for those of you who are watching that. So I'm going to do that right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I just posted it now in the chat there inside our Zoom room. Alex, you just posted it on the Facebook.
First step, my friend.
All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. There you go. It's right there.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think I got that started, and I think I'm ready to share my screen. I can tell you a little bit about what we're doing and what's going on.
Awesome. So, on the bottom of the page, right below my face, do you see it says share? There you go.
Share screen. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about myself here. This is, I grew up in sunny Southwest Florida, Naples, Florida. We have some of the most wealthiest people in Naples, Florida. There's one zip code in Naples, Florida that has more millionaires than any place in the United States. But this is where I grew up, right there, in that duplex in a place called Naples Manor. Had one of the highest crime rates in Naples. If Naples had a hood, this was the hood. So that duplex, it was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath that I grew up there, and that was my home. Well, over a period of process of growing up, I obviously moved out of my parents' home. How many are thankful for moving out of your parents' home? Just click yes, yes, yes. If you've moved out of your mom's home, yes. No longer living in the basement. We don't even have basements in Florida, so I never lived in the basement. But someone told me about Facebook. I had a friend of mine tell me about Facebook and said, "Oh, you got to get on Facebook. It's cool. It's really cool." And I'm like, I'm not interested in it. That's what kids do. That girls do Facebook. And then eventually I started getting on Facebook. And as it's already been mentioned, I was a pastor of a church, and I saw that businesses and places like that started Facebook pages. So I started a Facebook page, and I did that for our church. And the very first time I saw someone come to our church, and I asked them, how did you hear about us? And they said, "Oh, I saw you on Facebook." I realized at that moment, Facebook was real, that there was real people here. And at that point, I started building Facebook pages, and I saw that there was money to be made. This is my family. These are my 3 children, Lucas, Marcus, and Alexis. This is my wife. I am thankfully and happily married for over 22 years. Amen. I'm thankful for that. Getting into Facebook marketing, I started meeting awesome people, started growing Facebook pages, and starting connecting with businesses. And next thing I know, I had some of the biggest and brightest and most famous people reaching out to us to show them how to build Facebook pages. Here's me and the legendary Les Brown, an awesome guy. We manage all his stuff for him and help him with events. I'm actually speaking at an event with him next week and up in New York City. There's me and Ty Lopez. And I was sitting at lunch with him one day, and it was so funny. I went home that evening. People started blowing up my phone. And they said, "Hey, you're on Ty Lopez's Snapchat. He said he's with his business partner." I realized at that moment, I said, wow, I'm his business partner now. So yeah, I do a lot of stuff with Ty Lopez. And if you see an ad of Ty Lopez, whether it's a video, a static ad, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, you can thank me or blame me, however you like.
Actually, Paul, when I first got to know you a little bit better, you told me Ty Lopez, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's the guy from YouTube, right?" And you said to me, "Where did you see him first?" And I said, "YouTube." And I said, and you told me that was because of me.
Yeah, it was one of those things. You can pretty much, like I said, if it's out there, our fingerprint is on it one way or another. Here's a few other people that I've.
We'll make sure to thank you, Paul.
Yeah, please thank me. Please thank me. Here's another guy. You may or may not know him. This is the governor of the state of Florida, Rick Scott. This guy right here. This is the founder of Uggs Boots. By the way, Uggs Boots is a $1.5 billion company. So he's done pretty well for himself, I guess. Here's another neat guy. This is my bro Kevin and his wife. He is the guy that invented the phone card. Now we don't use them very often, but it's a technology that made him over $600 million. These two guys right here, the guy on the left, some of you may know him. His name is Walter O'Brien. He actually has a TV show that is based on his life called The Scorpion. He is noted as having the 4th highest IQ in the world. And pretty cool sitting here talking to him that day. And I was telling him about Facebook marketing, telling him about how valuable it is and what could you do. And when a guy with the 4th highest IQ in the world says that's genius, I think that's pretty valuable. On the other side of the screen is a friend of mine, Greg Reed. He has connected millions of people and interviewed so many very wealthy people in this world. Great guy. So let's talk about why should we use Facebook marketing? What is this Facebook marketing? Is it just a social network? Let me just give you a few reasons why you should use Facebook marketing. If you're using Facebook marketing right now and you want to just type yes in the comments, say, yeah, I'm using Facebook marketing. I'm doing that. You're on Facebook. Just type it in the comments. Yes, I'm using it. If you're not, just put a big question mark. All right. We got some people commenting. Great. Okay, so first of all, Facebook is huge. It's huge. There's 1.55 billion users on Facebook. Imagine this. If Facebook was a country, it would be the largest country in the world, bigger than China. So it's huge. There's so many people on Facebook. Not only the hundreds of million that are in North America using Facebook, but there are audiences overseas. And I think sometimes that we miss the value. Do you realize that when it comes to, for example, digital products, that Europe and Indonesia are some of the biggest consumers of digital product? whether it be a training platform, whether it be a book. Overseas, Europe, Indonesia are some of the fastest growing consumers of digital products. So there's a huge market out there for you. So number one reason right there is Facebook is huge. This is a huge marketable audience that you can hit up and you can market to. Secondly, the amount of time people spend on social media. The average person spends 1.72 hours a day on social media. That's 28% of a person's awake time is on social media. And if you're like me, if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I start scrolling through Facebook. Anybody else guilty of doing that? Am I the only?
I think this is across the world in countries where they don't have Facebook, because I know for a fact that's about 4 to 5 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's funny is I've been to third world countries. I've been to communist countries. I've been to countries around the world, and I get talking with people, and they may not have running water, but they have Facebook. It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. So
it's important to note this is a phenomenon, right? I mean, it's just truly. People say, well, Facebook is a fad, it's dying out. It's not. The statistics show us exactly the opposite, that it's growing. Exactly right. Granted, the demographics and the age and everything like that is always moving, but it's growing, and it's a powerful platform. So the amount of time that people spend on Facebook. Now, this is awesome here. The targeting that Facebook gives to us. Millions of different targeting possibilities, from the age. You can target people based on their age, their gender, their location, what they're interested in, their habits, visited. Let me just show you. I want to give you an example of, and we're going to go into the Facebook dashboard here, and I'm going to show you some of the targeting options that are available on Facebook. Now, let me go to screen share. How do I bring this down here?
You have two screens, Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to pause my screen share just so I can go out of this for a second.
Sure.
And
you just want to bring it to the main screen.
Gotcha.
And Paul, there's literally people tracking Jerry's stuff.
Are they? Is it growing? What is it at right now?
Can I reveal the number, or you want me to hold it as a surprise? Because I won't say anything.
No. Give a number. Let's get live.
Kim is like, he's already up to 1683. Now, just for you guys who maybe missed the beginning, it was at 1592, literally 10 minutes ago. So he's gotten 101 likes just in the last.
And these are good likes. These are people that are interested in his product and interested in this network. Okay, let's see.
By the way, to answer your question, there's a ton of people on here who are using Facebook. So it's awesome.
Okay, awesome.
I think people are going to be still looking at my page instead of watching the presentation.
Okay, well, stay with us, guys. Stay with us. We're going.
The good thing is he shared this, so he's streaming live on his Facebook, so they'll still see you, Paul.
There you go. You picked that up, right, Alex?
That's where I was watching it.
Actually, and guys, that is a technique. First off, we are going to be teaching that at our live event. Literally sharing our live feeds that are very product driven, that add us so much value. It's just tapping into our network as well and just sharing it onto your own business page.
Absolutely. Okay. Am I still sharing my screen here?
Nope. Go ahead and press share screen again.
1 second. 1 second. I'm going to share my screen here. Just 1 second. I'm sorry for the delay.
No worries. We're just enjoying watching the counter on Jerry's site till you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing better than all these eyeballs looking at my site. I got to tell you.
Okay.
Paul, take your time.
Okay. Am I sharing my screen now?
Yes, the power of the pixel.
Okay. Well, as soon as I share my screen, it goes back to that, and I don't want to go back to my. I want to go back to the desktop screen. Jerry, you take the screen for just a moment. Take the screen for just a moment.
You're trying to pick desktop, so you're gonna. Oh, here's what it is. You got to stop sharing, Paul.
Okay.
And when you press share screen,
there we go.
When you press share screen, pick desktop.
Okay, there you go. You got it.
We're here. We're the Zoom nerds, so you're
the
welcome.
Zoom nerds, yeah. I'm used to like using GoToWebinar and these platforms, but
I know you are. Thank you for accommodating our request so we can stream you live.
And so I need to do.
So when you press share screen, the very top one should be desktop. Do you see it? Just make sure you pick desktop.
Yeah.
And it should come up so you can be able to show us all your screens. Is that what you're seeing or no?
Yeah. I'm just going to pull the PowerPoint down. We're just going to go live with all this, the good stuff.
Cool.
So let me just turn my PowerPoint
1800 and going.
Wow. Incredible. Wow. Incredible.
This is amazing. And it was just literally, guys, it was 1592 a second ago. And I know there's people that want to see Jerry's side, but I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait till the end. Because we're going to leave it as a finale.
Carlo wants to know, how is that possible?
It's possible. Am I sharing my screen now?
He's the internet nerd. That's how.
Go ahead, Paul. Hit share screen now because it didn't take it.
Okay, fantastic.
It's been 10 minutes. I can see Carla saying that.
Okay, desktop. Is it sharing now?
It's coming.
Yeah.
There you go. I got the desktop now.
Okay.
Yay, desktop view. We did it. Sometimes it takes a village.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's go through this.
At the end of this, Paul, we definitely want to be part of your congregation, right? So you're going to make it your dream lifestyle.
Absolutely.
I just want to say we just basically work together here. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you, as you can see, I've got some ads running, and I'm going to go to.
So we're seeing actual ads of like Ty Lopez and other ones right here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but you're not supposed to be looking at that.
Was that me in the same category as Les Brown over there?
Yeah. We got you going. So now let's look at some of the features that when you create an ad, here are some of the things that you can do. First of all, you can send traffic to your website. You can increase engagement. Now, here's one of the most powerful things is you can get conversions. Conversion, you define what the conversion is. So let's just take, for example, that I'm going to set up an ad that I want to get, let's say I want to get opt-ins to my webinar, or I want to get leads for my program. Now, as I mentioned, one of the most powerful things is your targeting that you have on here. And let's just look, for example, this targeting that we have. First of all, your location. Now, a lot of people, when you say, oh, the location, their mind is so one-dimensional on this. But let me show you something that is just really, it's awesome when you start to think about targeting people based upon their location. You can target people based on an address. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, John, and right here, whatever this address is, I can target people based on that address. And I'm going to bring it down to like 1 mile. So if you are 1 mile away from that address. Now, when you get a really specific address, you can start to target people right there.
That's amazing, because immediately, I'm sorry, Paul.
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking local businesses.
Yeah.
This is huge right here.
So here's a couple ideas that you can use this targeting for. Let's say, for example, you are trying to target people within a particular neighborhood. I don't know, maybe you're a realtor. You're trying to target people in a neighborhood, a house that is for sale. You can do that. Can I share with you a little secret on what I use this targeting for? Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's say that Tony Robbins is having a conference. I find out the address of the conference.
No way.
And everybody that is at that conference, because look, not only can you
oh my God.
Not only can you target people at that address, but I can target, look, everyone in this location, or people who live in this location, or people recently in this location, people traveling in this location. So in how Facebook knows this is when you set up your profile, they know your address there. When you start traveling, that little GPS that is on your phone, it knows that you are traveling to Vancouver, that you're traveling to New York City, that you are so you can target people who are traveling in this location, people recently in this location, or people who live in that location. So I will target people at a conference, at an event, that are at a specific location, and I can have my ads running to everybody that is at a conference, at an event.
Wow. Oh my God. Guys, this is the microphone. I just dropped the microphone.
Awesome.
Your head should be spinning right now. This is like a huge epiphany.
I mean, yeah. This is awesome stuff. Now, when you combine all of the targeting together, you literally have millions of different options that you can target. Let's just look at some of the targeting. First of all, you have your basic demographics, a person's education. So you can target, say, college graduates, their education level, their fields of study. Maybe you want to target lawyers. Maybe those are high income earners, right? Maybe you want to target teachers. You can target them based upon their education level, their fields of study. You can target financially, a person's net worth, their income. You can target whether they're homeowners or renters. It just goes on. This is unbelievable. You can target their birthday. If their birthday is coming up, if they just got a new job, if they're in a new relationship. How about photographers? A photographer that wants to get people for photography that are newly engaged for a year, newly engaged 3 months, newlyweds. When you think about it as more than just a targeting that you can do, but these are the psychology of your buyer, because a newly married person is going to think differently than a person that's single. And again, some of the behaviors, they have an anniversary. Automotive, maybe you're looking for loans. People that are near a market, owners, purchase type, they're looking to buy vehicles. I know people are typing in questions right now because your mind's starting to think about different ideas that you can target people with. Not only that, is you can target people based upon their interests. Say, for example, every page that they follow, they all have an interest associated with it. So let me give you can I share with you how I got my first multi-million-dollar client?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So I was talking to a client about Facebook marketing. Very, very skeptical. He's spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a week on radio advertisement. I heard his ads playing on XM radio and all these different, saw some commercials on Fox News and try to reach out to him. He said, oh, we're not into that social media. You can't really do what we need to do. And I tried to explain to him, look, I can find your buyer. I can find the people that are interested in your product. You're not using your money wisely. So what I did is I went and I'll show you an example of how I would do it. I would go to someone like this guy, Jerry. And I'm going to look up Jerry's profile, Coach Jerry right there. And so this is what I did is I found the CEO of this company, got his email, got his information, sent him a friend request on Facebook. And then I started looking at his profile and I said, okay, this CEO, he lives in New York, Brooklyn, New York, North Belmore. And so I typed that in my ad for targeting. I found out he was married and found out his birthday's in May. And I'm looking at all of these things. I'm looking at who he's interested in. I'm finding out. You see, I can go through your page here, Jerry. I hope you don't mind me doing this live. I mean, okay, we see that Jerry likes these. See that he likes all these sports. And so within just a few minutes, I can look at Jerry and I can see that Jerry, he likes the Howard Stern show. I can see how old he is. I can see where he lives. I can see he's married. I can see this. And I set up an ad for this CEO. And of course, I went to these nice pictures that the CEO had and maybe just grabbed one of his pictures. And I made an ad with the CEO's picture on it. And it was targeting him. He was like one of the only people that would ever see this ad. And it said, hey, Jerry. Of course, it wasn't Jerry, but I said, hey, on this ad, hey, the name of the CEO, I think Facebook marketing will work for your company.
So you targeted this guy himself using his own bio.
Exactly. And the moment he scrolled through Facebook, saw that ad with his picture on it, and it was out, it was targeting him specifically. He sent me a Facebook message and he said, wow, that is creepy. And the rest was history. We got a new client.
Nice.
And, that's the power of Facebook marketing on what you can do. Now here's another awesome thing. What's your page at now, Jerry?
Somebody else I know is watching it. So why doesn't somebody else tell us?
Okay. So here's another thing. And you saw it on the slide there. The
2277 is the latest. It's like a stock going up. I love watching it.
It's like
2138. What's the next one? 22. Buy now. Don't stop. Buy.
Awesome. So again, those are real, and you probably saw when I was flipping through the screen some of those ads that are running.
And guys, make sure you're still paying attention to Paul. Just keep the ticker going on the side while you're paying attention here. I don't want you to miss it. The ticker is important, but your Facebook ticker is what we're going to call it.
Guys, he placed an ad. He's going to show you. All right, he's going to show you.
Yeah. So now look at this. This is the power of the pixel, and this is something that I did for you, Jerry, when I set up this page and when I set up the ad. Is I went in here and you can see all these different audiences and stuff. When I went to your page, I looked at your page. And Facebook gives you the tool. Now look at this. Look at this, Jerry. From your page, Coach Jerry page, I created what is a lookalike audience. Before we even started this webinar, I told Facebook, look at your page. And at that time you had 1,400, 1,500 people. And those were all people that were interested in your product, who you are, what you're doing. It was those type of people. And I told Facebook, hey, Facebook, I want you to make, it's what they call a lookalike audience. And with a couple clicks of the button, Facebook gives me an audience of over 2 million people that have all of the same characteristics, the same habits, the same interest as those 1,500 people that were already on your page. So do you understand what I can do with that targeting audience now? That now I have 2 million people that match your buyers, your followers. I can use that and I can run ads to target those people. So obviously there's a huge amount of value that can be done with that. Wow. And so here's some of the ways that you can target people. You can make a custom audience, and I can make an audience, and I put this pixel in your website, for example. In a pixel, all a pixel is, it's a line of code. And that code goes into your website, and anytime someone visits your website, it puts a cookie in their browser. And now it tells me all the information about them. It gives me a lot of data, and I can have my ads follow them around. You ever done that before? Went to a website and it seems like those ads.
Yeah, I wondered how that was done. I'm like, there I was like looking for sneakers and looking at Nordstrom's or something like that. And then all of a sudden they're following me everywhere I go. Is that what you're talking about here?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's a retargeting. It's because that pixel, Facebook gives you a pixel that you can drop in your website, and you can track these people, you can follow them, you can make audiences that look like them. So there's a lot of really cool things. So you can do that through your website. Now look at this. I can also, I can tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, anybody that watches my video, I want to track them. I want to target them. So if they watch a video, and it goes into detail.
My Lord.
Yeah, you can tell Facebook, look, Facebook, I want people that watch 25%, 50%, 80%, 100% of the video. I want to segment them. So obviously that tells you if a person has watched more than 50% of your video, they're higher intent. So it gives you a higher potential of connecting with those people. So you can do that. You can set up lead forms. You can.
Can I ask one quick question? I saw on the pixel. Can you put a pixel on a line of a link when somebody clicks that link? Or
absolutely. I can make a link that if a person just clicks on it, let's say, for example, I send people to the Wall Street Journal website. I can make a link that when people click on it and go to an article on the Wall Street Journal, just the way that I designed that link, I've dropped a pixel in their browser, and I can track them. So, and again, this is, you can take your Facebook page that you have already, and with this, you can make a lookalike audience of it. Your Instagram, if you've got an Instagram, you can make a custom audience based off of everybody. Let's just look at this Facebook. I can say everyone who engaged with my page, I want to make a target audience of them. People who engage with any post, people who clicked any call to action, people who sent a message to my page, all of these different things that I can make a targeting audience based on that. That's awesome stuff. People that engage are often more likely to buy and to take action. So really, I mean, it's about the money that you can make on this. It's huge. Let me take off the screen share, and I want to go back to my PowerPoint really quick because I want to show you just a screenshot of an ROI that we've, or actually I might be able to pull it up right. Yeah, I can pull it up right here. So you can see my screen all right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're targeting the power of the pixel. Look at this. Can you see the screen? This is just a little sample of the ROI that we see. You can see with this particular client, we spent $1 million and a 5.4 return, making him $5.7 million. That's incredible.
Guys, bear in mind, you don't have to spend $1 million, but one of the things that I absolutely love about Facebook, it has one of the best ROIs I've ever seen, right?
It is.
As far as spending on advertising. So you could spend $2,000 and potentially, in the same numbers here, make over $10,000, right?
Yeah. And that's not an unrealistic expectation. And I know many companies and investors and guys that are running stuff that if they get a 30% return, they're like, wow, that's incredible.
Absolutely.
So I remember sitting in a seminar with a guy, and he was saying, look, you can make 1% a month return on your money. And I went to him afterwards. I said, man, I'd feel miserable if I was only making one.
That's a good thing about being an entrepreneur, guys.
Well, an online entrepreneur, if you really.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about the money. It's about the money. I bet we probably have some questions now. That's just a little bit of what we got. You want to take some questions now, Jerry?
Absolutely. We'd love to. We could probably dive into looking over at my fan page here. I'm just going to reload here.
Hey guys, why don't you, for those of you who are on Zoom, go ahead and post your questions on Zoom, and then I'm going to check it out for Facebook. Can you create a lookalike audience for any page? Alicia asks.
Yes, absolutely. You can create a lookalike audience from any page. Absolutely.
All right, let me see. If
I see Jamel says, awesome, but a little scary that someone can get so much personal information about me just from my Facebook account. Let me tell you how much information Facebook gets from you. It is I want you to do a little test. If you have Facebook on your phone, you just take one day and talk about one obscure product. Just talk about it. All you have to do is talk about it. And I know you've seen this before where you're talking about Oreo cookies. And, you say something about that. Next time you go on Facebook and you're scrolling and it's Oreo cookies. Facebook is listening to you. Do not believe anybody that says they're not. They are listening to you. That microphone is off. That is on. You can turn it off, but they are listening to you by default. So
amazing.
Yeah, and if they're going to listen to you, might as well find a way to monetize on something, guys.
Yeah, especially
that's the role of an entrepreneur, is finding out how is the game played in Monopoly and then using it to your favor. That's the key.
That's for me. It doesn't concern me how much they're tracking me. It gets me excited because I know they're tracking everybody else, and I can target you better.
Yeah.
So here's a question from Elliot. So he asked, how do you avoid being frowned upon by Facebook guidelines in terms of ad copy with a business like ours, where the slogan, maybe I know what he's getting at, where it says make 10K every 2 weeks, which actually, by the way, guys, we're more of now discussing making 5 figures consistently within 60 to 90 days. Now that's our slogan now, but you're correct, Elliot, that yes, you don't want to be using that type of ad copy on Facebook, but in an email or if you're talking to people, I use the latter. But anyway, Paul, what would you say about ad copy?
So there's a hour after hour that you can study and you can find out how to be compliant with Facebook. Here's the thing. There's obvious that there's some things that you cannot run on Facebook, that Facebook is going to be it's going to really frown upon it. And if your copy and all of these things are not done within Facebook terms of services and according to the way Facebook wants it, then yeah, you're going to get hit. But it can be done. As already mentioned here on this call, I work with individuals like Tai Lopez. He has some pretty exciting claims and does a lot of big business, and it is a entrepreneurial mindset type of program. So that's just knowing how to work within the framework of Facebook terms of services and guidelines. It's not anything that I would necessarily encourage, like, hey, just jump into it and do it. You have to know what you're doing to do it, or you're going to get ad accounts shut down, and that will happen. So you definitely want to know how to do that. So,
would you say, Alicia just asked a question, would you suggest hiring a copywriter to get the most out of your paid ads? That's a great question.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I use a copywriter. Copywriter is someone that is compelling with their words. So yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to ads and ad copies and different things like that, the color of your text can change the performance of it. The type of picture you have, all of these variables. So the words that you use,
the headlines,
yeah, all of these things are very important. So whatever you can do to increase your results, definitely use it. Yeah. So we have copywriters on our team, and we use, we test, we split test. We're never done testing. Testing is never done. So even when you think you've got the best results you can get, there's always something that you can do to tweak and change and get better results. So.
Scott asked, I'm a travel agent looking for more group bookings and more likes on my page. How would I go about marketing to those people as a travel agent?
Okay, so, yeah. So, so take, for example, there are targeting variables that you can target people who enjoy traveling, who travel a lot. You can target people, for example, there's probably large travel agencies, the big names in the industry, that you can target people that like that page. And so that gives you some targeting ability. And how I might set up an ad for to grow my page on that, I would pick maybe an exotic country or something and say, hey, would you ever love to travel to this country? If so, click like, and make an ad like some type of setting, framework like that would probably do well. So yeah, you can target. If you said, hey, Paul, my target audience is 33-year-old women who live in Beverly Hills, California, that make $250,000 a year, that are married, that have 3 children, 1 boy, 1 girl, and an adopted child from the Philippines, and they like Siamese cats, we could target them. You could really do that type of targeting on someone. So the amount of variables and complex targeting options that are available on Facebook are unlimited. So if you know, we call it the avatar. If you know your client, your consumer, your buyer's avatar, what they look like, then through a process of putting it together, you can target them on Facebook.
That's awesome.
Yeah, or you can do something like have a link with your pixel in it. Someone clicks on that link, boom, you're targeting them. Maybe you got an email list. Let's look at this. Say you have an existing email list. You can upload that email list to Facebook, and then Facebook will go find those people, and if they have a Facebook account associated with that email, then Facebook says, okay, this is what that person looks like, and it'll take all those email lists and it'll make a lookalike audience based on your emails.
That's huge.
Yeah,
for every person that's watching here, building a list. Your light bulb should just go on right now, big time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Question, for our type of business as an online business, would a lead form be better than, for example, a conversion or a link that's clicked? Did I say that?
Yeah. So this is there's a lot of different options. You can do. There's not really a wrong answer in this. You can use both of them, depending on the big picture. Like say for example, with a lead form, the cool thing about it, I've got my personal opinions on it. I can tell you with a lead form that it's not always the best quality, because what a lead form does is someone's scrolling and they click on it and it will populate all of their information. And so it populates the email that they have associated with their Facebook account, which for me personally, my email that I use on Facebook is not my best email. So it populates that information. So I prefer sending them off to my site versus a lead form. I do prefer that, but it's something that you can test. Maybe for local businesses, it might be good. Collecting phone numbers, it's good. So that, lead forms are good for collecting phone numbers. So if you're doing a business that the phone number is really important, then a lead form is good.
Okay.
Awesome. Charles asked, how can Facebook help me travel my sorry, let me ask this. Because can we do this? Sorry, I just had one. What can I do if my ad account has been shut down?
Yeah, great question.
You thought you were going to get easy ones.
Well, so first of all, you want to find out why your ad account got shut down, and don't do it again. Sometimes Facebook accidentally, there's a glitch and they accidentally do it, but most of the times a person knows what they did that got their first of all flagged. So that's the main thing, is you want to make sure that you are not doing anything that is non-compliant. So you want to play by Facebook's rules. You can spend millions of dollars a month on Facebook. Follow the rules. So that's my first word of advice. Outside of that, it's probably a question that would be better answered off of a webinar like this, because my rule of thumb is do everything the way that Facebook wants you to do it. And if your ad account got shut down, then you did something wrong, or you can appeal it. But yeah, really, I mean, that's something you want to know what you did wrong. There are ways that maybe we can talk after the webinar. But one thing that you'll find out about me, I'm like, I do everything the way that Facebook wants you to do it, and
right.
And I teach people the right way to do it. And that's
because you don't want to mess with such an awesome traffic source. Why would you want to lose over 1.55 billion people, right?
Right. Yeah. So, where do you find the Facebook rules? We can post a link on there. There's a whole page, and I'll tell you what. Maybe if you want me to mention this, I've got some videos that I go over this.
Oh yeah.
We're about to get to that, buddy.
Yeah, I've got videos on what to do, how to stay compliant, and then what to do on the next step moving.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna take one more, guys. Just take your time.
Before. I've been in that situation before, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, and I've had it, guys, where I've had an ad account shut down and we had to start. But it's kind of what's so great is with Paul, you're kind of skipping and doing the fast track, so you're able to learn some of these things ahead of time. Tom asked, do you recommend keeping your audience on a Facebook platform when exposing them to content or taking them outside of it? I'm asking because I heard the Facebook friends on taking them outside their platforms. What would you say? Thank you.
Well, I guess it depends.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You're going to have to take them outside of the Facebook platform. Sooner or later, you're going to take them off the Facebook platform. That's your whole purpose. There's a lot that you can do, whether it's Facebook instant articles. You can do that. That's like an article that keeps them on Facebook, a Facebook lead page that keeps them on Facebook. But if I want to take someone to my webinar, I got to take them off Facebook. If I want to take, really, the main place you want to take someone, if we're all realistic about it, is we want to take them to a place where they click buy now, and or they go to your business, or they call you up. So eventually you're going to have to take them off of Facebook. So there's, and no, Facebook doesn't frown upon taking them off of Facebook, but they make you pay for it. That's right. They make you pay for it. They're happy that you take people off of Facebook, but you're going to pay for it. So take them off Facebook. You'll pay.
So the next few questions here, I think I can answer, because one of them is, how do I get this information on my own? And the next one is, what was the ad that brought this traffic for Jerry? Which is what everyone's wondering. And by the way, can somebody give us the final count? I want to know how many it was. We started out with, we're going to go back and see here.
Hold on a second.
92.
I have over 1,000 family members, and they've all been clicking.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I don't care how many family members. There's not that many that could do it in 1 hour. I don't care how big or Jewish you are in your family. So we got 1592. What's the total number right now?
He says 2905.
2905. That's 1,400 likes in 2907. 1,400 likes in less than 1 hour, right? So it's pretty amazing.
And guys, let me stress to you about those followers is these are people that have a high affinity to be interested in this type of marketing.
And a home-based business.
Yeah, home-based business.
Online business. Right. All right, so I'm going to share with you guys now, and thank you, Paul. That was awesome on the questions, everything. So guys, here's the key. If you're on here as a guest, okay, you probably see how you can drive online, literally Facebook traffic, guys. Drive Facebook to any business, because Paul did such a good job of covering that. So restaurants, if you have restaurants, you can do this. Some of you mentioned a travel site. That'd be great. We've helped realtors. We've helped restaurant owners. We've helped mortgage brokers. And the best part, or any online business. Now, speaking of online businesses, maybe you guys have always wanted to build an online business, but you didn't know where to start, because you go search online, there's tons of information. You're like, where would I even get started, right? Well, what if you guys had access to a product like Paul's that showed you exactly how to drive traffic to your site, and everything else was already set up for you, okay? And not only did you have access to Paul's awesome product, but also you guys had access to products like how to develop long-term wealth using Facebook communities and surrounded around your passion. Do you like Facebook communities, Paul?
Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, we love everything Facebook. There's the other way to tap into 1.55 billion, right? How to generate sales on Amazon with top experts who've generated over $20 million on Amazon. How would you guys like to learn how to get ranked on YouTube with $0 ad cost? Okay, zero. We mentioned a little bit about Facebook, YouTube. Well, imagine if you used all of them. I actually generate over $512,000 in the last 13 months alone with zero ad costs using Facebook, using YouTube, excuse me. How to be a master persuader and get everything you want. Everything from making more sales to getting your spouse to agree with you. How many would like to get your spouse to agree with you when you're not sure, and do it in a way that's actually win-win? We'll show you that. How to protect your, I just want my spouse to let me watch the Cowboys on Sunday, guys. That's it. If she would just like let me do that, like without making fun of football, I'd be like so happy. And I've almost got her there. How to protect your money and have a peace of mind on your investments. Paul said something that was so important today that I absolutely love. Your best ROI, get ready, you guys got to listen to this, it's super powerful. Your best ROI on your investments are your business. If you're an entrepreneur, no investment will ever pay you more on a return than your business. So what do you do with your investments? You protect them. You keep your money with your investments. You grow it by using things like Facebook, because there's no ROI that's going to give you a 5.4 return on money ad spend. There's just not. So we show you guys how you invest as an entrepreneur and you protect that money and give you a peace of mind on your investments while you grow your business, okay? And much, much more, okay? So now imagine if you guys had these products to market and you could be able to sell any product or service online, right? And wouldn't that be great, guys? And what if you guys didn't have a business? What if we could license those products and you'd be able to make 100% commission? How many of y'all would like that? Raise your hand. Comment on Facebook. I want to see hearts. I want to see hugs. Of course we would, right? So that's our model with 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle, okay? Imagine being able to have the products ready to go, all the marketing, closing, presenting that's already ready for you, and you can literally start it for 15 to 20 hours a week, and you can build up to making 5 figures a month consistently online within 60 to 90 days. And that is the magic to our business model. So it's a real solution that works around your schedule, and you can start part-time, okay? So here's the next steps. You guys want to learn more on how to be able to do that? Go ahead and get back with the person that invited you here. I'm sure you either got a share on a Facebook or you got an email, a text. One of our awesome automated marketing resources reached out to you. And just request a link to watch one of our on-demand webinars on our site now. And what we're going to show you when you guys watch this webinar, it's going to show you exactly how to build a legitimate online business where you have all the automation, the outsourcing, and all the support you need in place in order to get to 5 figures a month monthly without knowing how to market, having to sell and tell, and live mentors in place that are going to show you how to achieve real online success, okay? For all you members that are on the line, okay? The products on how to scale your Facebook, that's what Paul was talking about. How many of you like to learn exactly what Paul did here? Raise your hand if you guys would love to see. How the heck does he get 1,800 likes, like literally within 1 hour? Well, we're going to be able to show you that. And here's the best part. Not only that, but we're going to have Paul's awesome products that are normally only available for his exclusive elite clients. They're going to be in your back office by the time of the event. So if you're a member right now, I want you to say thanks, Paul. Say thanks right now, because Paul's an awesome guy. I mean, I know he's a pastor, but he doesn't have to give this much, and he does. So we're going to thank him for it, all right? So here's the other part. For those of you who are attending the event, Paul's going to do something really special for you. We had to twist his arm a little bit. And we said, hey, Paul, we want to really show somebody that's there, whether if they've got a Facebook account already or they're brand new. If they've got a Facebook account, would you go through and tell them like, hey, here's all the things that I can see you adding, changing. You could do this offer, you could do this conversions, and it would help you. Or if they're brand new, can we show them how to really run the best ads to run for whatever business they're marketing? Would that be pretty cool? How many of you would love that? To have Paul, the guy who does Ty Lopez and Les Brown's and Coach Jerry's, all these awesome people. Would that be awesome? So he's going to do that for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a raffle, and you're going to get one lucky winner that's going to be able to do that, okay? So I want to thank Paul for being able to take time out of his busy schedule, especially on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. I know this was late for you, Paul. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. And then I want to thank all you guys for attending. For all you members, remember, this is your last week to register for the event. We're going to have a huge event out in Miami next week. You're going to love it. It's a 5-star resort. Our tickets got literally blown away over the weekend. We only have a certain amount of tickets left. Guys, make sure you get it, because this is your last chance to be able to meet Paul and the other product owners and hear them cover the next step on how to use Facebook and use cheap traffic using Facebook, because we've done a lot of different things, guys, and one of the best ROIs is Facebook on how to do that to your business, okay? For guests, guys, get back to the person who invited you to watch our on-demand webinar now. And for those of you that it's a match, we look forward to speaking with you guys afterwards, and let's get you guys to 5 figures a month. We love you. God bless you. We hope you have a great night. Share this on Facebook to your people, and we'll see you guys at the event. Take care, guys. Bye, everyone.